Hello, it's Phil at digitaldjtips.com, and I have these, the American Audio ETR 1000R DJ headphones to give you a quick review of today. These are endorsed by DJ Etronic or DJ Etronic, the DMC champion, and they are a really good value basic DJ headphone. These are coming in at about $70 US on Amazon at the moment, which is you know, the real affordable end of mid-priced. And really, if they can tick most of the boxes, they're going to pass our test. So let's see if they do. Well, to start with, they are an absolute classic DJ headphone design. Absolute classic. Big wide headband. This kind of hinge here is, you know, it's the love and hate of DJs the world over. They're great until they break, and I think that's just, you know, part and parcel of the way DJ headphones are abused. But this kind of hinge was first seen, I think, on the Sony MDR 700s many years ago, and it's been copied time and time again since. This, again, is a very standard way of making the headband bigger and smaller. This horseshoe cup that joins here is, again, you know, there's nothing really particularly revolutionary about these. Big wide ear cups, which are leather, and they kind of sit very firmly on your ears, helping you to cut out the outside world completely. The drivers are 40mm. I've seen slightly bigger. I mean, 50mm drivers are quite common on headphones this size, but you know, we'll get on to how they sound. That's the most important thing about that. The only thing about these that is non-standard, apart from the color, you know, you're either going to love or hate the color. They're called the ETR 1000R because the R stands for red. There's also an ETR 1000 blue, which is in an equally kind of bright color. This is kind of a metallic paint here. The only thing that's kind of non-standard about them for me is this cable. Now, this cable is the current trendy flat DJ cable, and it's joined permanently there. That's one of the weak points of these headphones, I think, and that's where one of the savings has been made. You know, with a straight cable like this, if you tugged on that by mistake, there's nothing taking up the slack. You're tugging directly on whatever is holding the cable into there. So there's obviously something to be careful with there using these. If it was a coiled cable, obviously you tug on it by mistake and the coil gives way before this does. So just something to bear in mind there. And the other end of the cable has got the usual you know, bundled thing, it's an adapter that changes the size of the plug from 8 to 1/4 inch so that you can use it on all kinds of stuff. Now, a bit more about this cable. These cables are actually really nice, and the idea of this cable, it's about 3 meters long, just under 3 meters long. The idea of this cable is that it won't tangle because of the design and the material, and it doesn't tangle. You know, you can screw it all up and get it out and it'll just fall apart, and unlike a round cable which can get terribly tangled, such as on the Sennheiser HD25-2s. It's kind of one of the flaws of that particular headphone. So people have come up with this cable. Vestax have been using it as well. You're either going to like it or not. I don't see a problem with a nice lightweight coiled cable myself. If you're stood near your gear, the coiled cable keeps itself neatly out of the way, and then there's that give there if you do want to walk further than 2.8 meters away or whatever. But some people really like these, so just a personal choice there. Just be careful with them if you go for these. You know, sound wise, I thought they were great, especially for the price. They're loud because they muffle nicely. You know, you don't need to turn them up very loud. You can cut out the outside world quite easily, which is the point with DJ headphones. And they've got punch and they've got boom, and they're really good for mixing. I took them to a couple of gigs, and I think that you wouldn't have any problem using these to DJ in any DJ booth, small, large, loud, quiet. You know, they do the job. And for that reason alone, for the money, for $70, I think they're really good value. The styling is going to be something you either like or don't like, as in the color. The actual styling of the headphones themselves is very standard. And again, the lead is going to be something that you either think, yeah, I'll go for that. I can see what they're doing there, or you know, I'd rather have one that detaches or one that's coiled. That's your choice, but certainly for the money, I think you're getting a lot here. So that's the American Audio ETR 1000R, also available ETR 1000B in blue, and we have a full review, pricing and availability, as always, over on Digital DJ Tips. If you have enjoyed this video, please go subscribe. It's free, digitaldjtips.com/join.